Hi everyone, my name is Min, and today's lesson is using trigonometry identities. This lesson will help you to understand how to use trigonometry identities to simplify the expressions. And in this video, I only use four of the trigonometry identities. The first one is Pythagorean identities, which is cosine square of theta plus sine square of theta equal to 1. The second and the third one are two of the reciprocal identities, which are secant of theta equal to 1 divided by cosine of theta, cosecant of theta equal to 1 divided by sine of theta, and the last one um, is quotient identities, which is tangent of theta equal to sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. So number one, we have cosine of theta plus sine of theta times tangent of theta. So for this, we want to turn everything into cosine and sine, and we want to make and for this we want to make tangent of theta equal to in the term of sine and cosine. So what is tangent of theta equal to? For tangent of theta equal to sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. This is because of the quotient rule. So cosine of theta plus sine of theta, we can just replace tangent of theta by sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. What can we do next is that we can use the common denominator to solve this, and so we can just multiply cosine of theta by cosine of theta by cosine of theta, and what is cosine of theta times cosine of theta? That will give you cosine square of theta plus sine of theta times sine of theta, that equal to sine square of theta, and divide by the common denominator, which is cosine of theta. And we see that cosine square of theta plus sine square of theta, that equal to 1 for the Pythagorean identities. So we can just replace 1. So 1 divided by cosine of theta, and the reciprocal identities say that secant of theta equal to 1 divided by cosine of theta. So we can just replace 1 divided by cosine of theta equal to secant of theta, and that's it. And cosine of theta plus sine of theta times tangent of theta, that equal to secant of theta, and that's the number one. And this is the second problems. We have cosecant of theta minus cosine square of theta divided by sine of theta. So from the previous problem, we know that we want to make everything in the term of cosine and sine. So and for this cosecant of theta is not in the term of sine and cosine. So what is cosecant of theta? So from the reciprocal identities, we know that cosecant of theta equal to 1 over cosine of theta, 1 over sine of theta. We can just replace that. Cosecant equal to 1 over sine of theta minus cosine square of theta divided by sine of theta. And for this, we have the luckily we have the same common denominator, and we just rewrite it into 1 minus cosine square of theta by sine of theta. Okay, and what is 1 minus cosine of cosine square of theta? According to the Pythagorean identities, we know that cosine square of theta plus sine square of theta equal to 1. So we can just rearrange it which is subtract cosine square of data from both sides. So this cancel out. So sine square of data equal to 1 minus cosine square of data. And we just replace it. 1 minus cosine square of data, we know that which is sine square of data. So we have equal to sine square of data divided by sine of data. Okay, what is sine square of data divided by sine of data? Which is, we don't have to use any identities. So which is sine of data. That's it. And this expression, when you simplify, that will give you sine of data. And thank you for listening and pay attention to my video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.